In our life, you can't not just stay on top of your game continually. You have to go do other things and et cetera, and things get in and you get wore down. But thank God for the times when you have a moment to awake your soul. And in, let's see, I think it's Psalms 42. As the deer pants for the water brooks, so my soul pants for thee, O God. My soul thirsts for God and for the living God. When shall I come and appear before God? My tears have been my food day and night, while they say to me all day long, where is your God? You know, a lot of people mock our faith and et cetera. I think a lot of people would love to love God. It's just the only problem is the God that they have heard about they don't think is a God of love and the God they want to love. There's a lot of people that preach Christianity as a religion, and I wouldn't want their God either. But the true living God is a God that absolutely adores us and wants us to be with him. Goes on to say, these things I remember, and I pour out my soul within me. For I used to go along with the throng and lead them in the procession in the house of God, with a voice of joy and thanksgiving and multitude of keeping festival. David was one who led out in dancing. David was one who led out. He was a loud, boisterous guy. I'm sure David was irritated because his own wife said, man, you are embarrassing everybody. Get back in the house and put some clothes on. And he was out dancing before the Lord. But then David said to himself, he says, why are you in despair, O my soul? This has been really a big one for me. There's times that I love to dance before the Lord. I love to shout. I love to preach. I love to get excited. I love to enjoy my life. But there are moments, sometimes I think there are way too many of them, when I have to talk to myself and say, John, why are you in despair? This morning was one of those. Why are you in despair, O my soul, and why have you become disturbed within me? Hope in God, for I shall again praise him. For the help of his presence, oh my God, my soul is in despair within me. Therefore I remember thee in the land of Jordan, and the peaks of Hermon, and the Mount Mizar. Deep calls to deep at the sound of thy waterfalls. All thy breakers and thy waves have rolled over me. The Lord will command his loving kindness in the daytime, and his song will be with me in the night, a prayer to my God of my life. I will say to God, my rock, why hast thou forgotten me? Why do I go on mourning because of the oppression of my enemy, as shattering all my bones and my adversaries revile me? While they say to me all day long, where is your God? Why are you in despair, O my soul? And why have you become disturbed within me? Hope in God, and I shall praise him at the help of my countenance and my God. And so there's a time where it's just where you and I are going to feel that heaviness sometimes. You and I are going to wake up sometimes and just say, man, why am I discouraged? David did it, and you know, when I read that psalm years ago, I just finally said, you know something, I'm not going to condemn myself anymore for being down. I'm tired of beating myself up. But I am going to let my soul awake again. I'm going to wait for that moment when it comes. And when it comes, when the opportunity came for me this morning, frankly, it's when we started singing, it came. And I said, kick it up, John. You ever see me dancing up here sometimes? Some of it you say, well, boy, he's so bold. No, I'm a big chicken. It's just that I get so tired of being a chicken, I finally say I'm just going to get out of it. And sometimes you think, well, man, he's happy today. And a lot of times I am, but sometimes I'm not. And that's how I awaken my soul. I found out dance before the Lord awakens my soul. Whether it's in front of you, that was a hard one for me. Most of my dances have been down in plowed fields and sheep yards. And just saying I'm going to live for God.